what's up everyone, and welcome to my reflective vlog. I am Awenna'S, but you can call me Nana for short because either way you're going to mispronounce my name. So today I'll be sharing my experience in conducting a gaming live stream. So the first question that I would like to ask for you all is, do you guys ever actually experience before either conducting a gaming live stream or even joining your favorite YouTuber? It doesn't matter whether you have play along with them or watch them play. If yes, then please do leave the comment below and share your experience. I would love to read your experience. If no, then me neither. And that is why I am so excited to be sharing this experience with you guys. So for your information, last week I have actually conducted a gaming live stream with my fellow team members. It was actually an assignment for a course university. I know, you guys must be like, Nana, you must be joking, right? Conducting a gaming live stream as an assignment? I know, right guys? I was so intrigued and surprised when I heard about it too. And I was like, maybe this is the only assignment that I would be excited about. So yeah, enough of the chit and chat, and let us continue and get right into with the experience, and maybe you'll find it eyes opening or even beneficial for some of y'all. So let's go. So during the live stream, I have just realized that I was able to improve my communication skills. Especially I myself is an introvert person, and I find it really hard, and even I'll get nervous around if I have to when it comes to communicating to a huge number of people. So I'm glad that even though it wasn't as easy, but I was able to overcome one of my weaknesses. And to me, it is really interesting, and I have gained a ton of extra knowledge in conducting a gaming live stream, because it wasn't as simple or it wasn't as hard as I thought, because it wasn't just going on to a platform such as Discord or Twitch and go on live and play the game and waiting for your viewers. No, because we are talking about working in a group of people where we were given roles in order to make it happen, and the roles were such as game manager, such as commentator. I was the commentator during the live stream, so my job was to analyze each of the team members, in their perspective, and to give my opinion about it, or even give some comment, or to comment what is their strategy and all that stuff. So as you know, for the game manager is basically, if you all ever played Among Us, you would have known that we will need to create a room. And yeah, that's the role of the game manager. They will need to create a private room for the team members, and they'll need to set the preset in terms of location, time, the numbers of imposters in the room, and etc. So yeah, it was really interesting to me, and to be honest, if it weren't for the assignment, I would have never thought of going through the experience of conducting and joining a gaming live stream, because in my life, I have never just sat down and I was like, I guess let me just turn on my laptop and I guess I'll just do some online live stream. Never in my life. So it was an opportunity to me, and yeah. Have you ever heard of a saying that says gaming teaches us violence, or even gaming is bad for you? You know those games such as Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, PUBG and all that stuff, where it's about shooting and killing and stuff? Well, I am proudly be able to debunk that saying based on my experience, because I have been playing Among Us for hours and hours. So as you all know, that the game of Among Us, where we'll need to expose the imposter why the imposter is killing us, and I have gotten the role of imposter like twice or thrice during the stream. So but I don't feel like killing anyone at that point. So yeah, to me, there is always the good and the bad, and the bad and the good. So having a hobby, or having gaming as a hobby is not a bad thing. So there is a pro and cons in everything we do. So basically, like, if you actually play the game for hours and hours and you neglect your assignments, or you and you have been wasting time for your whole day, then yeah, it's not good for you. But if you actually had a bad day and you play games and it actually improve your mental health or your mood, then it's a good thing. So yeah. And what I felt was a personal growth in me was during the live stream is that I have realized that the importance of being a good team player, and it improved my team playing skill when I had to work with them, and all of my group mates were really cooperative and they were nice people. They were friendly and I was able to blend with them easily. So I was, to be honest, initially I was an independent kind of person. So the way I do work is that when it comes to group assignment, we would always divide everything. We would divide the tasks so it can eases all of us, because a group assignment, there's a lot of things we have to do, and for you to do it alone, you won't make it in time. So as an independent person I always have the thought of doing certain works in my way. So when it comes to sharing thoughts with other members and all, and the members have the way which is not mine, I had the urge to even change their work and do it by myself so that it could match my way. So yeah, it was not an easy thing to overcome, and it was a harsh feeling because it actually gave me the disadvantages of having a lot of things to do and to settle. So what I had to do is to understand their way as well. So I'll be sure to include another strength of mine to this resume, where I have actually finally learned to able to cooperate with my group members or be a team player. And I have come to understand that each of us have their own ways of doing jobs, and as long as it is the right way, then it is great. So yeah, so just like I said before, that I literally suck at communicating with a number of people, because just like I said before, I literally had online class for almost a few years, and where I was the only person, I felt like I was the only person that attended class. I hardly made friends because it's hard when you don't see them in front of you, so we don't really know what they are like. And except when it comes to group, then when I have to talk, then I'll just talk to them. So because of the pandemic, it restricts us to go around to socialize and stuff. So this made my social anxiety and me as an introvert person worse. And I will stay quiet until when it comes to speaking up for my own opinion, or if I were actually called by the lecturer to answer some question in class, then I had to force myself to speak out, because otherwise I feel like the words are lodged down my throat. I won't be able to speak out, and I'll get really nervous that my hand will run cold and sweat, and it will shake. So, but what do you expect, right? Because the class, during the online class, I never known anybody there, and I don't know who they are, what they are like. I have never met them, and same goes to my team members. I was really nervous at first because I have never met them in life. I only speak to them during about assignment stuff, and until I have actually joined during the day of the live stream, where we would have to ask each other if they could hear us from the stream, if they could see our screen. And I was like, okay, they are pretty chill people, they are pretty cool, they are pretty friendly. And I wanted to improve that part of me, and I actually volunteered in taking the commentator role. Yeah, I know it's a big role, where I have to speak all the time, and I have to give the viewers my opinion. And what I'm saying may seem ridiculous to a certain people, but those who suffers from social anxiety, or actually was an introvert person, could relate as much as I relate to myself. So yeah, it was really a great achievement. and this is a growth to me, and I am now able to sit down just like this and telling stories. Even if all of my viewers are in front of me right now, I guess I have improved a lot. I would be able to talk with, even though I'll get nervous, but I would still able to talk clearly and confidently. So one of the most unfortunate thing that happened during the day that we were supposed to conduct the live stream was when so usually before we start, we will join 30 minutes prior to the platform, to the live stream, because we will need to prepare in terms of preparing the screen recorder, the microphones, or even test to see if all of the members were able to see our screen when we share the screen. So yeah, and during that time, when it took quite some time and some effort, to be setting up, because it wasn't as easy. Sometimes the mic would go off and all that stuff. So, and once we are actually done and we were excited and we were laughing and we were telling jokes to each other, and suddenly it went silent like right away. And I noticed that 4 of my team members went disconnected right away, and they told us that they had connection issues. So since the 4 of our members were actually staying in the hostel, so the hostel Wi-Fi by the time had an issue, and this is considered as a challenge, And the only way that we would actually overcome was we ended up purchasing our own mobile data. We connect the hotspot and all that stuff, and it actually improved the connection a bit more. So this is considered as some technical issue that we have actually expect to happen. And I know some of you must be thinking like, what's so hard in conducting a gaming live stream? Just go on the platform and go on live. What's so hard? Yeah, I'm no Sniper Wolf, I'm no PewDiePie, but I'm just a rookie with only one device where I record everything, and I even play in one device. I don't have those fancy microphones or this high quality kind of camera now. So, and also for your information, recording Discord, if you have a screen record on your phone using Discord, then there are restrictions where the voice won't be recorded because it's for privacy issues. So yeah, and another thing happened was when after hours and hours of streaming, playing the games, only to find out that one of our members actually were unable to record, because just like I told you, the restriction, nobody noticed at first, because she was recording only to find out that it wasn't safe in her gallery, in her device. So we came up with a solution where we had to do it again on the next day, just for her to record the gameplay based on her perspective, because her involvement is also matter to us. So yeah, to be honest, we don't mind. I don't mind at all, because I had fun playing with them and it eases my stress. So yeah, that was one of the challenges that I think that because of teamwork and how we share each other ideas in order to overcome, we have actually found a solution. Do you want to know how did I get the commentator role, or how did the commentator role even exist? Well, initially we have decided that each of the members would need to screen record on their own and send in and cut, and they have to edit it by themselves on a few clips from their perspective, and send it to our video editor, where our video editor will compile the video together. And he found out that some of the video the audio of the video was too soft or too loud, or even no audio. So that is when we have decided that, hey, why not we add a commentator, so that only during the meeting part we will need one of our members to have a software where they can software for the screen recording, where they can listen to all of the members' voices. So the commentator will only need to analyze and give some thoughts for each of the team's member perspective. It was really short, and it was it was an easy thing to do and a fun thing because I could share my thoughts and some of the parts were even funny. So yeah, and to me, I think that it was the right choice that all of our group have decided on because it it was one less of a problem for us. Unless we, if not, then we'll have to crack our heads and think if we should purchase new microphones and all that stuff because since we'll just be using the regular stuff. And yeah, and in the end that as I was talking about the video where the video editor would compile all of each of the members' video together, including the where we held a meeting for our lecture to evaluate to see our involvement inside of the game. So hold on, let me show you how it all turns out. Well, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? So now that we have come to an end of my experience, so how about try inviting your friends or family to play along with you in a live stream, so you'll probably feel like what did I feel. So now that we have come to an end of my video, I would like to ask my fellow viewers to actually leave a comment below about how did you feel about my experience. How does it change your perspective